they will be embarrassed, like, because no, I don't want to be judgy again, but
I was speaking truth, babe.
everywhere, I think everywhere, it's not just Filipino or,
Hmm.
yeah, people will talk or judge and look at you and have their conclusions or their judgment, you know? So they will think like you cannot find any other better person why you are with a so big gap, like, my holy
So, in other words, if they in certain fields, and like how you Filipinos, you all like to have these parties and stuff like that, they're going to be ashamed
and
if they chose to be with an old man to bring
yeah,
them around to their
yeah,
co-workers.
yes, and especially these people, mostly you see that they are older than their own father.
Mm. Well, we're seeing that right now. A lot of these old guys going out there,
How?
these 20-year-old girls they're dating, they're older than the father and mother, these old guys. But
Yeah,
then those folks, they don't care because of what they're
they can,
getting from that
yeah, what they're
relationship,
getting from
so I get it.
yeah.
So the higher level educated ladies, they don't want to go that route because of pride, and they don't need a man to really do anything for
For
them. And it's
yeah,
it's an embarrassment. That's what you're saying.
yeah, they will be
Okay.
embarrassed, and also I think just like what you said, I don't think you have the same what is this, likes or the same goals anymore. It's not
Mm-hmm.
anymore because at this age we're just starting to do adventures or
Yeah.
adventure in life, and you are already once just settle and relax,
Yeah.
like that.
And the
So
thing that I was so surprised with you is that things that I like to do, you like to do. Well, everything that you like to do, I don't like to do. I'm not a store person, you
most
know.
guys are not a store person.
But as
Most
far
men
as
are not a store
us
person.
getting out in the car and going places, taking that long
Hiking,
drive,
whoa.
going certain things, we love to do those things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely a plus. But yeah, I always wonder with a lot of these older men and these 20-year-old girls, what do they have in common? What kind of
That's,
conversation do they
yeah,
have?
I was about to say that what kind of conversation they can really talk
Yeah.
about. This 20-year-old, you don't really have much to contribute on, and plus the culture
And I was
also.
going to say that too,
Yeah.
especially if you come from a poor province area and you haven't been exposed to much. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this 60 or 65-year-old man is coming in with worldly knowledge. So I'm just kind of wondering what are the conversations like, or if there's any at all. But those are the things that they don't show us on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because we've seen some
Yes.
vloggers that we like, and when they're with their girlfriends, we can't even understand nothing that the girls are saying. So I'm just wondering, how are they
I'm
communicating
getting
with each other?
jealous. Maybe there is no much communication.
Probably not.
Maybe not. That's why I said it's kind of like maybe they accepted on
Everybody
themselves that
accept their role.
their role
I
that
bring in
is
the
just
money, you just do what you need to
mm-hmm,
do, and let's
yeah.
just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I hear you. I hear you. Well, babe, I couldn't be in a relationship with no woman unless I can talk to them. Unless I can
Good
have a
for him.
conversation with them and we can see eye to eye with certain things and connect in some real talk, then it's just a waste because to me, communication is the key. It's
And
serious for me.
that's a big thing
It
in a
is it
relationship.
is a big deal. It is a big deal, so but yeah,
It's like you're not with nobody if you cannot communicate.
that is true. That is so true. You're definitely right about that. But yeah, I get it. And I just wanted to talk to you and ask you, your feelings about these old guys going for these young 20-year-old girls and why a lot of these girls are doing it, but you just
Oh,
explained to me it's
I
more a
know.
financial thing.
You know what I think?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe also because why they're going for those young girls,
Mm-hmm.
aside from they are easy. I think they're easy because they're easy to
It doesn't
please.
take any effort to really
Yeah,
get
so
to those
it's
type of
easy,
girls.
and
Yeah.
also they think there's no drama
Yeah.
because they won't fight with
They won't
them.
fight because they
Yeah, they
appreciate
will just
everything that's given
yeah,
to
and they
them.
will just follow what they ask them to do or what they want.
But for me, babe, that wouldn't work. Because for me, I don't think I can be in a relationship where I feel
I don't think those
I
people.
have to control someone because what was happening when we first met? How were you when we first met?
How I was.
When you would go out, what would you do?
Tell you where I'm going,
And
and
how
that'll be
quick would you
quick,
stop doing what you're doing
quick,
to come back home?
quick.
And
If I'm worth,
what was I telling you?
don't worry. Do what you need to do. Don't
Do
act like
do what you need to do because I don't want you to think that
you're
I'm here
controlling.
controlling you. No. See, if I can't trust you, then I don't need to be with you. And I just didn't want you to be every minute like you were calling me or every time you have to rush home.
Updating
You
you.
know, no, I don't need that. I didn't need that. You know, I trust you. I believe in you. And I say, if you're going to be going out there doing something, it's going to be on you. It's not going to be on me. But I give you that leeway for you to go out there and do what you got to
And
do
I
because I
learned that
trust in
from
you, you
and I
know?
learned that from you because I was different before too. Remember?
You were a full-blooded Filipino, worry about what your man is going to think and always got to be home, always calling, always checking up, but you know, you didn't have to do that. Because by then, when I moved in with you, I knew the type of woman that you were. Because remember, it took us a long time before we even moved in together. So, I trusted you, so. But yeah,
Because you can.
and I just wanted to know from hearing from a Filipino woman, you talk, I know you can't talk for all Filipino women, but you did tell me
Uh-huh.
some stories that when you were in college, you girls were really doing the chismas with a lot of these girls who were dating a lot of these older men online, and what a lot of these college girls used to do with these older men once they get out of school, so sometimes it's
Really?
it's it's good to hear it from a Filipino woman. It's just another subject here. Serious Tuesday conversation talking about letting a lot of these guys here who are planning to go overseas want to end up with a 20-year-old girl, and because she's telling you she loves you online, I don't believe it.
Not the love part right
Don't
away.
believe it. Because these girls really don't love you. You're not their first choices, but unfortunately, you are the ones that can go out there and give them exactly what they want, make them a better life. Because, like you said to me, the guys them in the Philippines who are really doing well, really not going to be going for those type of girls. So they know they can't get those guys. So of course they settle for a lot of the older guys. So, but don't think these girls love you, my friend. Maybe one day they might fall in love with you, but as of now,
Yeah.
it's all your personality. Your personality. That's what they want.
Yeah. But yeah, they just have to be ready for that and accept that and just accept what they can get.
Well, a lot of them are. But a lot of them don't know how to deal with the downfall of when these girls say, I really don't want to do this any further. Like these guys get old faster. They're going to get sick. A lot of these girls are not going to want to be bothered with that. So these are things that these guys have to consider. And like I say, I'm speaking from the American side here. I'm not speaking for nobody. I'm just talking to the guys them who want to go overseas and think they're going to end up with a 20-year-old Filipino girl and thinking that girl is really going to love you right off the bat. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What they're going to love
Right?
is the big fat wallet that you have down between your legs, everything that you can do for them financially. And you always have to take into consideration too that these girls are young. And if you start tickling their fancy and they start getting into that mood where they're going to want it regularly, you guys are not going to be able to keep up. And when they start getting that itch, guess what's going to happen? So I'm hoping that you guys are ready to deal with that part too. You know, we're just saying, babe. But anyway, we're going to end this conversation here. You know,
That wasn't bad, right? That
now you
wasn't
guys
bad.
always know what it is with us, man. It's always peace and love, man. Peace and love. No animosity here. Just a man talking to his wife, having a conversation, honest conversation about some of the things that you guys are going to encounter. Hell, it's not just me and my wife talking about it here in America. We have a lot of Filipino friends here that we sit around and they tell us the same damn thing. you guys going to be in for something else when you go over there thinking that these 20-year-old girls going to be falling in love with you. Nah, they're going to fall in love with what you can do for them. Just
That's
keep
first
that in
thing.
mind, you know. Maybe later on they might learn to love you,
It's just
hopefully.
feelings can be developed according to them.
But don't think just because you go in the Philippines and you're fat or you look a certain way that all of a sudden you become a handsome man. Nah, it's not. It's what you can do for them. And that's just honesty, man. That's just honesty. That is not really trying to tell you guys something to give you all this wonderful hopes and all these lies like other people do. But no, just be careful. Know what you guys are dealing with. Know what you all are getting in with. But of course, you know what it is. It's always peace and love, man. Peace and love.